Hey guys, I'm going to show you real quick how to tell canine tracks from feline tracks. I'm talking about Eastern United States, Ohio specifically, simply because I don't know what species of cat are in South America, so I don't know what their tracks look like. So the concepts here are pretty simple. It just takes some time looking at tracks, look at photos of the bottoms of the cats and dogs' feet, or grab your dog and flip his foot over and look for these characters. So the number one easiest way to tell a cat track from a dog track, and you can do this at a glance most of the time, is to look at the negative space between the heel pad and the toes on both. Heel pad, toes. If you look at the negative space, that's this area. On a cat, the negative space looks like a C, upside down. On a dog, you can easily make an X. And I don't have video editing software, so this is going to have to be in one shot. So that's the number one way to tell. And it works just about every time. The only exception is the hind foot of a bobcat gets a little Xy. But you'll get to that eventually. So you'll want to, when you see the C and the X, you want to look at other characteristics of the track to confirm that you think it's a dog or a cat. One good indicator is the presence of claw marks. So canines usually show claw marks. Not always. It depends on how high their claws sit on their foot, depending on what species of dog or what breed of domestic. It depends on how deep the mud or the substrate is. And it depends on how they're moving. So usually there's some indication of claw marks on a canine. You can see it here, a little dot there. Sometimes it's just a little dot. It's like a pinprick. So look close. Cats almost never show claw marks. I think once or twice in my life have I seen a cat that had its claws extended. Cat's claws are its weapons. They want to protect it, so they leave them retracted as much as possible. Even if they're slipping off a log, I've seen that they didn't extend their claws. So it's pretty rare. Besides claw marks, the front or leading edge of the heel pad on a cat has a double lobe. On a dog, it's a single lobe. Now cats show a triple lobe on the back, but sometimes dogs do too, although they're not as pronounced, so it's not a very good indicator, but it is an indicator. Other characters, cats typically have a really nice oval shaped toe. It's almost like you took an egg and pressed it into the snow or the dirt. Dogs, it's hard telling what you'll get for toe shape. One more indicator, cats have a wide track. So they tend to look like a circle. They tend to be round. Canines tend to be oval. And there are some exceptions to that. Sometimes like a red fox will look round. Gray foxes will often look round. But it's just another indicator. If you see a really oval shaped pad like that, track like that, pretty good indicator it's a dog. So those are the highlights. If you know those characters, you shouldn't have any trouble with any cat or dog track. Just remember C, X, and then confirm with the other ones.